You don't ruin your life in one big decision. You ruin it in small, private moments. Moments where no one is watching. Moments where lust wins over long-term vision. And according to modern psychology, those small moments are rewiring your brain. In Atomic Habits, James Clear writes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Lust is not just desire. It's a system, a loop, a cue, a routine, a reward. And if that loop is built around instant gratification, you are conditioning yourself to sabotage long-term success. Charles Duhigg explains in The Power of Habit that every habit follows a pattern. Cue to routine to reward. Cue: boredom, stress, loneliness. Routine: scroll, fantasize, indulge. Reward: dopamine spike. Repeat that enough times, and your brain wires the pattern. You don't choose it anymore. It chooses you. This is not weakness. This is neurobiology. And Dopamine Nation, Dr. Anna Lemke explains something powerful. The brain operates on a pleasure-pain balance. Every time you spike dopamine with intense pleasure, your brain compensates with a drop below baseline. That drop feels like low motivation, irritability, mental fog, restlessness. So what do? You seek another spike. Now you're in a loop, and your ambition is slowly shrinking. As Cal Newport writes in Deep Work, the ability to perform deep work is becoming increasingly rare at exactly the same time it is becoming increasingly valuable. Lust fragments attention. It conditions your brain to seek novelty, quick reward, quick stimulation, quick excitement, but deep work requires stillness, boredom, tolerance, delayed gratification. If your brain is trained for instant intensity, discipline feels unbearable, so you avoid it, and that avoidance compounds. In Mindset, Akin Carol Dweck explains, people act according to the identity they believe about themselves. If you say, "I'm just a guy with urges, I can't control myself," this is normal. You reinforce a fixed identity, but identity is the root of behavior. James Clear writes, "Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Every time you give in impulsively, you vote for, 'I am controlled by desire.' Every time you delay, you vote for, 'I am disciplined.' Votes compound." Amar Soda's character, Kelly McGonigal in The Willpower Instinct, explains, "Willpower is like a muscle. It strengthens when trained. It weakens when constantly depleted. But here's the key. Willpower grows when you sit with discomfort. Lust is discomfort disguised as desire. It's tension, restlessness, biological urge. If you immediately relieve it, you train avoidance. If you sit with it, you train strength. High performers protect three things: energy, attention, identity. Lust drains energy. A scatters attention, weakens identity. Not because desire is evil, but because repeated indulgence conditions short-term thinking, and success belongs to long-term thinkers. This is why elite athletes, monks, military leaders, and entrepreneurs across history practiced restraint, not suppression, restraint, because unmanaged desire erodes focus. Self-sabotage is not dramatic, it's subtle. You feel slightly less driven, slightly less sharp, slightly less aggressive toward your goals. But small reductions repeated daily create massive gaps over years. Compound interest works for habits too, and right now, your habits are compounding. The question is, in which direction? This is not about becoming emotionless, it's about becoming intentional. 3 practical shifts from the research. Remove cues. If boredom triggers you, reduce idle time, increase friction, make indulgence inconvenient, replace routine, channel energy into physical training or focused work. You don't break habits, you replace them. Lust is power, biological power, but power without direction becomes chaos. When directed, that same energy fuels ambition, drive, relentless focus. The difference is mastery. You are not broken. You are wired, but wiring can be rewired. The question is not, is lust natural? Of course it is. The real question is, does it control you, or do you control it? Because the man who masters his impulses masters his trajectory, and the one who doesn't stays average.